Good evening, this is Kuro. Have a ranked game in my gearing, going over the matchmaking, looking at threats to my ship being the enemy Midway, the Venezia, gearing Haragumo, and potentially radar Yu Yang. The map is Tears of the Cruisers, Epicenter, and gonna go ahead and kick this one off. I am the southernmost DD, so in my opinion, my job isn't to go middle, try to contest the caps. My job is to help my team win the vision control battle down here on the southern flank. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to peel off, head south really hard, and even though it's going to take me a little bit of time to get there, once you get out into that position, you really start to do a lot of good things for your teams as far as providing vision, and then just being another damage source that the enemy team has to deal with. Choosing to keep my AA off right here. I could help out with AA on those rocket planes. Just trying to play it a little closer to the vest and make sure that the enemy team knows as little about where I'm going as possible. Support-wise, I am looking at the Venezia, the Thunderer, and my Kurfürst rolling slowly out my way. Obviously, they can't take an as aggressive line as I do. Good grief, I gotta learn to talk. Now, part of the reason why I'm hanging out on this line, a lot of times you end up with a situation where the enemy team will kind of over push, and you'll end up with like here, the enemy team's going to be able to flip our middle cap because, well, frankly, I'm not in the second cap. So what's going to end up happening, they're going to start getting a points advantage on this. And the reason why I'm not contesting it, we've still got, you know, a decent amount of room for the points right here, and it's absolutely critical that we see what's coming down here so these guys can start working on stuff, and potentially maybe I can delete something as well. Big hit on the Venezia, pinging him. That's kind of suicidal position for a Venezia. That smoke isn't going to save him as soon as he shoots. Now, just pushing up here, and you can see, you know, just how wide I'm going right here. All of these ships, they're going to want to, you know, push the shortest course here. So I'm coming this far south. I'm specifically looking for, you know, torpedo angles on the Kurfürst and the Montana. And also by running south, I'm also extending the amount of time that it's going to take this Yu Yang to pick me up. So what I'm looking for, I'm looking to see these battleships push into this island, because that's going to make them a lot more predictable right in here. And this Yu Yang, he's confirmed to me he's not radar, he's smoke. And it's also, his smoke's down right now. I don't know why he would smoke his battleships there. But it's provided me with a window of opportunity that if I am able to pick a fight with, you know, my Venezia or something to spot this this Yu Yang, I will be able to go to work on the Yu Yang and really lay some paint out. So you can see I kind of stagger my torpedoes in this sort of area. Really just general purpose torps, one on the Kurfürst, one on the Montana. The entire intent behind these torps is kind of clog this area of the mini-map with a bunch of sneaky torpedoes that are coming in from a really awkward angle. Yu Yang is not running survivability expert, so I was taking a quick look at the Yu Yang, see what's going on with him. That's going to be important because in a fight, I'm going to have an HP advantage along with most likely a DPM advantage because I am running a full gun build on my gearing. So this is telling me I can just take a stand up, you know, just go for it, fight. Kurfürst pushes out. Kurfürst is being spotted by Venenzia. Kurfürst DCP's down. Gonna try to finish him off right here with a bunch of fires. Got my first one. I see the Yu Yang starting to shoot at me. I just want to keep moving in the smoke. Kurfürst is starting to turn my way. Now, I wouldn't be this cozy in the smoke except it's a Yu Yang, and he's pretty much useless trying to torp me. Gonna throw some torps out this way. Got a second fire on him. I'm stopping fire because I got a feeling that Yu Yang's really close. There he is. Now, I had some issues with my lock on right here. You see, it keeps locking on and unlocking, and now that I got it set, you know, we're off to the races now. Pulling my aim back a little bit, see the unsaturated area of the ship. I want to hit that unsaturated area of the Yu Yang where I'm able to do more damage compared to him where he's shooting the same area of my ship. And you can see the effect that has where you just see one dark section of my ship as opposed to all of this bright area. He would actually do a lot more damage to me if he was shooting at these bright sections instead of just repeatedly hitting the black section. So we did pick up our double strike here. Now I've got options right here. I could go straight for the midway. What I'm going to do, I'm going to try to push up kind of in this direction, see if I can pick up the midway, but I'm going to just dump torps back in here on the Montana. The torps reload fast enough that by the time I spot the midway, I'm gambling that I will have torps again to help me with that particular engagement. This game obviously is a stomp, so I am into, you know, pretty much damage farming mode, and I'm seeing that the Montana is moving out, so I'm going to just torp well in front of the Montana and see if I can get lucky. So torps out, pretty much no reason for me to hang around. My smoke's on cooldown, and there's not really anything that consistently spot the Montana. So just gonna mosey on over, see if I can find the midway. Maybe somebody can shoot the Montana, I'll get some spotting damage out of it. Looks like the Montana is flooding. That'll slow him up and give him better opportunity for my torps to arrive, and my torps are looking pretty good at this point. And Montana is dead at this point. That's kind of the power of holding that, you know, really awkward angle for the enemy team. You know, all of these guys are trying to angle to my Venenzia, angle to my Thunder, you know, angle to all of these threats back here, and then they've got torpedoes coming in from, you know, their broadside aspect. It gets really difficult for ships to keep dodging that. Now, here, I'm just playing peekaboo with the planes. My CV was kind enough to pop a fighter over my head, so I'm just going to take and use that. Going to launch a big fan pattern of torps out here, and I'm going to push in here and go to town on this midway as quickly as possible. Midway is broadside to me, so you're going to see me switch to AP and just, you know, shoot them up with my AP. HE tends to shatter quite a bit, and when I get broadside CVs, I prefer to use AP on most of the CVs just because I feel I do more consistent damage, since fires don't really tick worth all that much here. And just dropping those shots in, you can see nice, pretty consistent damage. I think in hindsight, probably a mistake to make this turn back in. Should have probably just turned straight out. I do take one hit there. Catch him with 2 torps. And taking a screenshot here, and me taking the screenshot's gonna let the CV actually get the kill on me. But at the end of the day, the screenshot's worth it. It's not like we're gonna lose this game at all. So we closed this game obviously with a bunch of damage, and that's one of the benefits of, you know, being able to play the flanking DD, the position in the middle where you need to try to contest caps and control points more of the game. That's a lot more boring position as far as dealing damage. You're usually gonna want to send something there that's, you know, got some sort of way at dealing with a destroyer. Say if the middle DD was a Kaba or something like that, I wouldn't necessarily go to that southern flank. I would play the middle because you're not going to get a Kaba in that position. So you just got to be mindful about, you know, what your DDs can and can't do, and you know, try to go somewhere where you're going to be useful. So hope you guys enjoyed this game. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. The link to the new Discord is also going to be in the video description. If you guys have any questions or comments, you know, let me know. Hope you guys are having a good night, and I will talk to you later.